Hi, it's Gabrielle, coach and creator of Look Good, Feel Good, Do Good. And I'm wondering if you want more in your life. I'm wondering if you even know where to find that or how to get more in your life, but you just know that you want something more. Or perhaps you've actually tried some different things, but still feel really kind of stuck or unfulfilled. Like, how do I actually experience this more that I want? Or perhaps you are at the point where you are just really tired of wishing and hoping that things would be different, and yet they're not. So, if this describes you, I'd like you to know that you are not alone, and this was my experience as well. And it's also the experience of many women that I work with. And for me, 15 years ago, I found myself unhappy, depressed. I even had some pretty serious illnesses happening. And I found myself in a complete breakdown in my life, like nothing was working. And I had one of these defining moments where it was like, wow, I can continue to live my life in this way, or I can do something different and do something about it. And I really didn't even know what that meant at the time. I didn't know the journey that I was about to embark on, but I did. I embarked on this incredible transformational journey, and I really just completely transformed from the inside out. So much so, in fact, that people that I had known early on in my 20s and in high school and things like that, that was unrecognizable to them. I had transformed so much. And I really took this path that allowed me to step into who I really am. It allowed me to have confidence, to have a deep sense of purpose and passion in my life, and to be happy. Like, from the inside, at the core, just know how to be happy and full of peace. And, it was this incredible journey. And, I can sit here now on the other side of it, being really grateful and really happy for the journey. But there was this moment where I got totally stuck in this journey. And I mean full-time stuck, really stuck. And the reason why I say that is because for me, the experience was I was in the journey. So I kind of knew that I knew what was possible for me. Like, I knew that it was somehow possible to break free of all of these blocks, to actually live this life that really mirrored and matched what I believed to be true. But I wasn't there yet. I had all this kind of intellectual, understanding and knowledge, but I wasn't experiencing it. I wasn't living in it. And this too became another defining moment for me because, who wants to talk the talk but not walk the walk? That's what I was experiencing. And I, at this point, was already coaching with women. And I thought, wow, this is significant. Like, I've got to figure this out. And so it really was from that point forward that I discovered this, recipe for women that's unique to women of how we can have a breakthrough. And I started to have these breakthroughs in every area of my life. And then I was like, oh, okay, since I'm my guinea pig, right? I'm always work on myself first, and then I take it to my clients. So I started working with my private clients and implementing with them some of the things that I had discovered, and they started to have big breakthroughs. And I thought, oh, this is big. Like, this is bigger than just my experience. That, here I had discovered this recipe, this way for women to actually have a breakthrough. And that really became the genesis of what I offer now as my Blocks to Brilliance program, which was really a 6-week program for you to discover how to turn your painful past and mediocre present into a radiant future. This is truly the foundational program to break free of what's holding you back and actually step into your brilliance, right? To dissolve those blocks, get rid of those blocks, transform those blocks into the very fuel and passion and desire and energy that actually fuels you into being your greatest self, fuels you into stepping into your brilliance. And, this program, I understand, is not for everyone. It really isn't. And so who it's really for is women that want the step-by-step tools and strategy and support to actually get to a breakthrough. Women who want to know exactly what's holding them back and what to do about it. Like women who are committed, who are ready, that, you know what, I'm tired, I'm kind of sick and tired of being in this place of lack or feeling stuck or wanting more but not knowing how to get there. Like for women who are ready to be free of that. It's for women who want to access their true power, their true potential, and be the amazing woman that they are. Actually be that woman, not just kind of have a sense of her, but actually be her. It's for women who want to have a plan for how they can reach their goals and visions in their life. And for women who want to learn how to transform any challenging situation into a breakthrough. And so this recipe that I teach, it's in this program, is like, it's like if you were to imagine a bicycle wheel, and you've probably maybe even heard this analogy before, but you know, you have all the spokes on the wheel, right? And all those spokes might represent different areas of our life. So whether that's health or wealth or relationships or career or sense of life purpose or spirituality, you know, the mind, body, spirit, right? All of those different aspects of who we are as women. And that what I so often see in women is that they try to have a breakthrough in just one particular spoke, one particular area of their life. But what they're missing is what's at the center, right? That hub of the wheel, which is if you can actually learn how to create at your very center, how to create a breakthrough, well, then it has this ripple effect in every single area of your life. And every single spoke starts to line up, right? And starts to come into balance. And that's really what this program is about. Because I often have women say, well, you know, is this about wealth or is it about relationship? And I say it's about whatever area you want it to be about. Because we actually go to the hub. We go to the core in this program and I teach you the tools, the steps, and the strategy for how you can turn anything in your life that's challenging, anywhere you feel stuck in your life, into a breakthrough. It's so exciting. I'm just getting so energized, so jazzed up as I start to think about this, because it's groundbreaking. It's total, permanent, life-changing, groundbreaking stuff. And it's exciting. So it's available in a 6-week virtual program. So a 6-week So this is a 6-module e-program. So the program is completely virtual. And there's 6 different modules that we go through in the program. And I'd like to share with you just a little bit about each module. In the first module, I actually teach you the single most significant tool to go from surviving to thriving. This has been what is revolutionary and the starting point, the beginning for any type of a breakthrough. So that's what we talk about in Module 1. In Module 2, you actually learn how to use the power of your emotions and energy to actually facilitate a change. So rather than feeling like emotions are this overwhelming thing, or I don't want to deal with it, or I'm not emotional, right? Whatever those polar extremes may be, in this module we talk about how you can actually connect with your emotions and use that to create change. In the third module, I'm actually going to teach you how to free yourself from the biggest and most often missed block. So again, no matter what area it is in your life, this is how you get rid of the single biggest block in that area. And this comes from my years of working with women and incorporating this into my private coaching programs, that I know what trips most of us up. And so we're going to get to that in Module 3. In Module 4, you're actually going to learn some new tools to create change in your life. So these are the action steps, right? These are the tools to actually create some action and movement in your life. And in week 5, you're actually going to develop a plan for how to create the breakthrough in your life externally, right? Concrete plan. And then in Module 6, we're going to bring it all together, and you're actually going to have this recipe for how to transform any challenge, any breakdown into a breakthrough. And I want to share something with you, and this is really the foundation of this program. And it's something that I've noticed and observed, not only in my own life, but in the life of the women that I coach, and see if you relate to this. So what I've noticed is that most women fall into one of two categories the majority of the time. If they're feeling stuck, if they feel like they want more and they're trying to actually get it, that they do one of two things, which is the first is to just throw themselves into action. So creating a lot of change, a lot of movement, go, 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 do, do, do. And they're just all about trying to create this change, right? Trying to create this shift in their life. And they're just going and going and doing and doing. And they kind of run themselves ragged and are exhausted. And when they stop, they realize that they've just actually been spinning in a circle. They actually haven't even gone anywhere. But they've exerted all of this energy. And there's this frustration that comes with that and this exhaustion that comes with that. So that may describe you, or you may find yourself in the other sort of opposite category for women, which is, again, wanting this breakthrough, wanting to be free, and doing a lot of inner work, right? So doing the personal development, the self-help, the even spiritual type programs. I've done them all myself. Believe me, I've done them all. And but it's actually not leading to anything. So there's hours and hours of tapping or perhaps meditating or journaling or those types of things, but it's not leading to any actual difference or change in their lives, right? So I wonder if that describes you. And I know for me, I actually bounce back and forth between the two. And I've discovered most women fall into either, or they might bounce back and forth, but that there's no actual breakthrough. This program combines those two things. You have the inner tools, the inner work, and you actually have the outer tools. How do I create change? And you take them together and a breakthrough is possible. So I've actually just shared with you sort of really, well, kind of my secret recipe. There's actually more to it. And when we go through the program, we of course give you the actual step-by-steps and how to, but that is really kind of the secret recipe for how to truly have a breakthrough. And what we do in this program, and what you'll do by joining this program, is develop your unique recipe, because it is unique to you, right? We have this general recipe for how to have a breakthrough for women, but then there's a way for it to be uniquely your own. As I mentioned, it's an e-program, so it's completely virtual. And the format is that there are, in the 6 modules, there's 6 recorded phone calls. So those are available as downloads. You have them forever. You get to listen to them as often as you would like. And I have many women that listen to them multiple times, right? And each time there's something deeper that comes. They get a greater insight. They learn something new. They understand a tool in a deeper way. So you have the 6 module calls. There's weekly emails to stay on track. And there's also an online community. We have a closed private Facebook group where you can stay plugged in and connected to all the women that have gone through this program. So you get to see all of their support, them sharing their successes, their challenges as well. We get to be real in this private group, and you get to share your own experience in your journey and receive the support from all of the women in the community. You also have in this program available it's access to private one-on-one coaching with me at a savings throughout the e-program. So that's also available to you. So that's kind of the structure and the framework of the program. And one of the things I'd love for you to look at on the page, if you haven't scrolled down, when you start to scroll down, you'll see that there is really a lot of information. I wanted to give you everything that I could think that you might want to know about the program, just ready, like at your fingertips on the page. So if you scroll down, you'll see there's a lot there. And one of the things you'll see is some of the testimonials, and you'll see that women are calling this a life-changing program. They're talking about the content as being extraordinary, that they now have tools to do something different, that they feel empowered. And one of the things I hear from women who are interested in the program, in fact, they have this knowing, right? They just have this something inside of them that's really resonating, that's saying, yeah, I know there's something in this for me. But they have a little bit of resistance, right? We all have resistance. It's normal, it's natural. And the two things that I hear the most are time and money. So, I'd like to share a few things with you about that. regarding time, one of the things that I love about technology, having a virtual program, is it is the most flexible program that exists. And because everything is available through emails and through the online forum and also with the recorded calls, that you get to do this program whenever it fits into your schedule. So unlike a traditional program, which I've taught those as well, where you have to be there at a certain time and there's travel and just all of those things that actually make it a little bit less flexible, is that this is completely flexible. So you can weave it into your schedule in your day in a way that it works for you. One of the things I've heard women share with me is that sometimes, it becomes this time that they set aside just for themselves. So it actually becomes this really great kind of me time. And they set aside the time to either work on some of the activities or listen to the call. Some women listen to the call while they're multitasking, and then they'll go back and listen to it again. So it's just, there's lots of options. And so that with the time commitment, it is very flexible and it's minimal for what you're actually getting in the program. So one of the other things that I often hear about too is money, right? Who isn't concerned about money? Most of us are. And the thing I'd like to share with you about this program is that this is normally the recipe and the content that my private clients have access to, and they actually invest a lot more with me. And so this is actually just the information and the content that I'm making available in such a economical way and in such an accessible way. And normally, as I mentioned, it's reserved only for my one-on-one clients. But now I just realize that not everybody is ready to do one-on-one. Not everybody has the time or wants to invest in that way. And so so it's really the most economical way for you to have a breakthrough in your life. And, I also wonder too, a lot of times when I hear women have a reservation about the investment, I think, how much longer are you going to be, well, first, unhappy in your life? Like, what is that costing you? Or what is it costing you to be under earning or to not actually be doing something that you love? So therefore, you're not really happy with it, you're not into it, and you're just kind of in a stagnant place with it. Like, what's that costing you, right? What is it costing you to be in relationships where you feel unfulfilled and it's just not meeting your needs? Like, what does that cost you? So when we look at what it actually costs us to stay stuck in our lives, the investment is really small and insignificant when you look at the value of what you're actually getting. That you're actually getting this program that is going to teach you how to turn anything that you are struggling with or any type of breakdown or any challenging circumstance into a breakthrough. It's going to give you your unique recipe for how to be free in your life and how to have this radiant future where you get to actually step into your brilliance. So I invite you to join me and this growing group of amazing women who are stepping into their brilliance, who are happy, who feel fulfilled, who feel like they have the secret, this secret to how to have life-changing change, really, effective and permanent change, and a recipe that is unique to them for how to be happy in their life, feel fulfilled in their life, and be the amazing woman that they came here to be. So if this sounds good to you, I definitely invite you to join us. It's a pretty exciting place to be, and it's a pretty amazing group of women to be a part of. I know I'm certainly just truly honored by the women that have taken this program and what has happened and transpired in their life. So I look forward to seeing you have a breakthrough in your life. All my best.